Okay. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. So how is everybody? I had 2 migraines last week. I had like one on Monday and one on Sunday. So the second one was just a couple days ago. And like, they both just kind of really did a number on me, and I have not recovered yet. I have slept what is for me really a lot, and I am still so tired, and I'm like, Minerva, must you do that? And I'm just very, very tired, and I'm having a very hard time like focusing on things and producing words in a coherent manner. Putting them in an order that makes sense to other people. So this is not going to be a long video because I don't have that much coherency. So we'll see how this goes. Mostly it's just going to be a reply to Phoebe's video. And probably some arguing with the cat, as is becoming traditional. So Phoebe, you were talking about not having like the energy to hold the phone up sideways. I like that. That was like more energy and more difficult. Like, I completely understand that because I have lots of stuff like that where something that seems like completely trivial actually makes a huge difference, and you can't really even necessarily explain why. I fully get it. Though I do think it's funny that because of the differences in like the platforms now, like, remember like say 10 years ago or something on YouTube, like when people would post stuff that was filmed vertically, like everybody would make jokes about them, filming like an old person, or like, my dad filmed this and he doesn't know like to turn the camera sideways, and like now, because of TikTok and its ilk, now filming sideways is like the old people thing. I just find that really funny. Like, it's so funny that it's like the whole thing has become like has like made a whole cycle, so now YouTube has been around long enough to go through an entire like age cycle, which I find really entertaining. Let me see, what else? You were talking about saving up points to do like a pants con kind of thing. I don't really I think that's a noble goal. I don't really know like how many points that would take, or like how long that would take, because I don't fly ever, so like I assume that's a very long-term goal. But it's fun to think about. And I mean, it would be really cool if everybody could get together somewhere. I don't know where we would do that though. But it's fun to think about. I was thinking again today about the Swiss retirement community, that we had planned long ago. Somebody mentioned something that made me think of it today, and I was just thinking, yeah, that would be nice. Like a whole little like communal thing. It would be fun. We could all hang out together. It would be nice. You were talking about Nano, like what I had said about like not really enjoying Nano, and like, yeah, I mean, I fully agree with you about like the 9 days is better than 0 days. I completely agree. Like, I absolutely think 5 words that you wrote for Nano is 5 words that you didn't have before. It's just, I think the thing is, for me, like, Nano has just become a habit. I've been in such a habit of doing it every November and every April. I've done Nano every year in November since 2009, so that's like a while, and I've done camp once a year ever since they instituted it, which I think was like 2010, 2011. I don't remember. I don't know. Anyway, whenever they started doing it, I've done it once a year since then. So I've been doing nano twice a year this whole time. And like, the last several years has been very, very marginally. Like, not really making much of an effort. And like you said, like, you know, like you did it like for 1 week. Yeah, I've done a lot of nanos that were like, I wrote like, you know, 1,000 words. That's as far as it ever got. Some of them I didn't write that much. And I don't know, like sometimes I think, like, why am I still doing it? Like I'm not enjoying it that much. I'm not really getting anything done. What is the point? And I think at this point it's just kind of out of habit. I just keep doing it because I'm used to doing it. But then I end up like not really actually doing it. I just kind of start and then it doesn't go anywhere. It sort of fizzles out immediately. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm going to keep doing it the way I'm doing it currently, or like if I'm just going to stop. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, I agree with you that like any little bit you get from it is something you didn't have before, but also like if you're not enjoying it, just it's not a necessary thing. I think it's just habit at this point, and I'm not sure if it's a habit I want to keep playing with or not. Yeah, I don't know. And like I said before too, like I don't really like. I used to find the forums more fun and more like I never spent a huge amount of time in the forums, but like I used to spend some. I'd sort of wander in and out periodically, and like I don't enjoy the community as much anymore, or like there used to be like a feeling of sort of like participation with a big group that I don't really feel anymore in the same way. So I think that's part of the reason that I don't enjoy it as much. It just doesn't, like, I don't enjoy the community aspect in the same way that I used to, or it has changed in a way that makes me enjoy it less or something. I don't know. What else have I got on my notes? Oh, you were talking about reading, and like how you were like, instead of just reading the whole book straight through, you were sort of like reading a part of a book and then part of another book, which I think is perfectly reasonable. Like I think like dipping in and out of books like that is fine. not particularly weird. I don't do it a lot, I don't think. But also, like, I don't read as much now as I used to, which probably has something to do with it. I miss reading. I still do read, but I just don't read nearly as much as I used to. I used to read so much all the time, and I just don't as much anymore, partly because I just have a harder time focusing now. That makes it difficult. But yeah, I don't think that there's anything weird about like reading a little bit here and reading a little bit there, especially if it's something that you've read before, especially if it's something you've read before a bunch of times. Like I am a massive rereader. I reread stuff all the time, because I am like a comfort reread sort of person. So like, in the way that a lot of people will just like watch the same TV show over and over again, I will read the same books over and over again. And so that seems very normal to me to just like, you know, read bits out of favorite books. That seems totally fine. So I don't know. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. How long have I been doing this video? Like 10 minutes. That's fine. That's enough. I don't have a very clear idea of how coherent it has been, so I hope that it has been at least, mostly understandable. My brain's pretty mushy right now. So, yeah. I had a sentence there that I was going somewhere and I lost the whole sentence. So, I don't know. Okay, I think that's my cue to be done. So, I love you all very much. I hope that you are doing okay. Yeah, I don't know. There was something I was going to say and I've lost it again. So, yes, I love you all very much, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.